What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Chaotic Battles channel. Today we've got a 2v2 at Fisher's Hill B variant. It'll be me and Olympia Gaming. I'm playing as Anderson. He's playing as the left wing. Against RJ, who's playing as the 5th corps. And Head to Dead, he's playing as the 2nd corps. He's had his cavalry here harassing me, so I brought up all my Floridans, kind of quiet-like. I'm going to try to get as close as I can. Let's see what it does to him. So he's got 152 men before the first volley. He's starting to move back a little bit. He sees he's going to get a little bit of a volley into me. That's okay, though. 152 men. Let's see what it's at. First volley from all three brings him down to... That's 76 men on the first volley. Sorry, 75 men on the first volley. So 75 men, fucking... Plus another 75... 78 men on the first volley. That's insane. Buck and ball. So Head Dead's been prying at Olympia. So at that point, I figure it's time to attack. I start moving up. I've been using my howitzers pretty heavily on 5th Corps. Gotta keep an eye on RJ. He's no slouch. He's got game. Thank God he's not playing 3rd Corps. He's got a sickle build. It's ridiculous. So annoying to play. He's very good at keeping you at distance. He's like the Ali of Napoleon Total War. Just keeps you at distance and peppers you away. Alright, guys, I'm going to fast forward to the next point of contact. Shit, I missed it. I'm sorry about that, guys. Olympia grabbed his Dibrell cavalry and actually went in and took out a 6-gun. One of RJ's 6 guns. It was real close, but both ended up routing. He was chasing him down, but he was able to thread the needle, get in there, and knock out one of the guns. Very useful. We've actually got a great artillery position up here. We got all of our howitzers lined up, so that would be 13 howitzers all right here. Then Olympia's got a 10-pound parrot. And another 10-pound parrot. In terms of the artillery department, we are looking very good. I'm gonna fast forward some more. Sorry about that, guys. We're back. So we've got left wing out here, Olympia's out here defending against an attack from Head to Dead here. And it looks like Head to Dead brought his Kellys too. So there's gonna be a lot of buck and ball in there. And look at that, he's deploying his buck and ball right in the flank. That's probably gonna do a lot of damage to his 4th battalion. Let's see how it goes, because that buck and ball is like 40-something accuracy. Good thing it was at like the side, because he shredded him. He just took out 10 men in, or no, 9 men in one volley. Still damn good. So Olympia's reforming here. And now that Head to Dead's starting to push Olympia, my intentions are to start to push 5th Corps. So as you can see, I'm moving up my lines. He's got a nice line from here to here, and they even have some reserves over here, which I should have anticipated. It gets pretty sporty in this battle. This is one of the better battles out there that I've played. In terms of like competitiveness, you know, it gets down to the line. Especially because we really tried to finish them. Like, we could have probably won very easily and convincingly through map lock. But, that's a boring way to win. And because of that, it made this a lot more competitive than it appeared to be. Until the very end. Like, until the very end, it looks like it's one-sided, and it becomes very competitive at the very end. Oh my gosh, is he canistering himself? No, he's not canistering himself, but he did repel them. Impressive. Alright, here I come on the 5th Corps. Putting a lot of artillery on him. Olympia's reforming here. th Maine. My bucking balls. I love them. So we're still doing lots of howitzer work over here. Trying to keep up a non-stop barrage. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm going to try to hold him in place on the right. And then beat him on the left. And go all the way into his cannons and across. That's my goal. Now we got ourselves a firefight. I have not turned fire at will on yet, because they're down to active. Wait a minute, I'm taking my time. The point is to catch up and maybe get a little bit ahead on stamina. This was an accident. These weren't even supposed to be on fire at will. I think I stopped it eventually. Yeah, that one volley is all they got off. Now they're down to winded across their front line. They notice it, they're starting to back off. Now from here, I can afford to start to push. Now he plays this really smart with this cavalry. He tries to get his cavalry out of there. When he realizes that I'm just walking my bucking ball up on him, which is exactly what I'm doing, and being pretty transparent about it, he'll start to play more skirmisher tactics, which is very smart with a big cavalry unit like Merritt. I even ran them into place just to make sure I got this right. Because I needed to be as close as I could. Even if I got down to active, it didn't matter. So they get a nice little volley in my face. But, in the end, that was the one volley from one. And they got the other two doing volleys now too. So from the first volley alone, we've got about, 120 something men. 130, no, I'm sorry, 136 men from the first volley. That cavalry is done. So it's still pretty competitive over here. Olympia's still holding them all about in this field here. Taking a little bit of casualties, but acceptable. He's going to start moving backwards now with his lines. He realizes that my bucking ball is outflanking him. And there's not much he can do about it. I'm just reloading them for now because I want to keep using them. Because every time they volley, they take out a whole unit, pretty much, in one go. Now we're up here and we're trying to really focus on the 5th Corps' better units. From artillery to just getting thicker lines right here. But this woods area, at first my advantage becomes the bane of my existence. So we still got this good ground out here. He's really not taking much damage. 2nd Corps is doing a good job of being out here and not taking any damage, really. And it's definitely not the most fun position for Olympia to be in. So now we got this kind of weird angled line that I'm trying to readjust. But my intention is still to use the Floridas to push. So I'm trying to finish off this cavalry, finish off these Pennsylvanias, and then start to really move inside before he starts to really run and try to get away. Because both of them took buck and ball. I mean, everyone here is a buck and ball corps. I've got 3 buck and ball. Left wing has buck and ball. 5th Corps has buck and ball, and 2nd Corps probably has the best buck and ball. Let's see how it goes. Here we go, here we go. Alright, they have 151 units. They're tired. Let's see how it goes, and the buck and ball gets a volley on them. Oh, okay, I didn't get it off. I wanted to go closer. Okay, that makes sense. They saw it coming and started to run. But it's good that they're running. They're going to get tired, maybe even very tired. Oh, they saw it. Should have known. He's no slouch. He's no slouch. RJ's got game. Now, we're really pushing 5th Corps back. We're winning here. And then 2nd Corps comes into play. That's what I didn't anticipate. I didn't anticipate 2nd Corps bringing 4 units in here and overloading my right side. At this point, Olympia's not fighting anyone. I'm actually calling for help from Olympia because I realize they're going to try to just overload us and maybe stall on this left side. And I can't afford to be overloaded on my left side while I'm pushing through. I can't afford to be overloaded on my right side while I'm pushing very hard on the left side. It'll split me and Olympia in 2. And if that happens, then neither of us can help each other. But yeah, he brought halfway decent units, big chunky units for sure. And even then, they had decent amount of men to begin with. And here come the buck and ball. So I'm pleading with Olympia for help. He's sending some. He's going to send more, but then he's going to have to readjust. But I have to win right here pretty much to stay in this battle. Otherwise, it's a losing effort. We haven't taken much buck and ball damage, but we're trying to stay in it. Here, we're taking a little bit more, finally. The buck and ball is incredibly strong. That's 1 regiment, and they pretty much routed both of them. Makes a big difference. So here comes 2nd Corps and 5th Corps. They're both going to charge my right lines. 1 second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Had to turn off Discord for a second. It was being annoying, pretty much. So here we are. We're back. We're pressing. So second corps is sending some big, juicy units right into my line. Luckily, I do have my general here, but it's still very intense. So it looks like they're going to get a volley in, and then they're going to charge. Luckily, I'm in the woods, and I'm already shooting right at him, but it's fresh versus tired. And at that, when I see what's going on, I'm starting to press up. I have to be super aggressive now. He's kind of forced my hand. So we broke on 2, saved on 1, broke again. We have 1 more unit back here. They are active. We're going to see how it goes. Actually, no, we've got 2 units still on the left here. The general, luckily, is keeping everything together. But when 5th Corps charges in, it gets pretty desperate. And it's not going as fantastic over here. I'm starting to lose some guys. I think I lose the regiment right here. My bucking ball is trying to stay at it. They're not fucking around. Oh, they had to reload. Costly, costly. So I only have 1 unit holding over here left. I think I'm running with my general. I'm like, fuck it. You know, I'm trying to get out of there. And this 114th Alabama is still holding. But it's pretty grim. At least right there, we're in danger of being separated. So Olympia starts sending men over, and then 2nd Corps tries to make himself known again, seeing it as an opportunity. Granted, we are pushing them here, but at the same time, we still have to deal with all of this. But winning down here helps a lot. I even throw some skirms up there to try to fuck with this artillery. So now we're trying to get back into melee one more time. Take out these last 3 units. So now Olympia has only got a couple units out here, and he's trying to really just kind of get a defensive line going, because I asked him for help. He never really needed to give it to me. I mean, it was close. Still is kind of close, but I'm winning. But yeah, I had one of my famous panicking moments. But we're okay. So you got my skirmishers as I try to get there. This has become a pretty desperate fight now. So he does come in and help me out with the 2nd Corps stuff and maybe some of 5th Corps, but it is needed. We still have a highly competitive battle and we're losing in the balance of power, so we have a lot to make up for. We're losing, quote unquote, but we're kind of winning, to be honest with you. So I got my two big buck and balls starting to chase this artillery and this infantry. Now I got my little buck and ball over here trying to focus down this 5th Pennsylvania, which I think is one of his buck and ball. We've definitely got a nice big juicy battle going again, that's for sure. Now, because he's very tired, I'm not too worried about the casualties, especially with me being active. Now it's becoming a distance shooting battle over here, which actually is not a bad thing. Especially for left wing. Left wing could shoot. Unfortunately, they mounted up just a little bit too fast, even before I could get many volleys off. But these guys are still square where they need to be. So we're gaining a little bit back on the balance of power slowly. Especially as we continue to push them. Olympia's doing a great job holding them out here. Now luckily I can use the skirmisher unit as a means to distract them. So at this point, we pretty much have map lock. We have almost all the points, but that changes. So here's where he tries to cut in and save some of his stuff. Forces me to pull men off instead of going straight into Second Corps. Pretty damn good fight. Olympia's really getting out and around him. So at this point, it's 2 versus either 4 or 5 units, but 2 of them are buck and ball. And then I bring my little buckball. So I'm sorry, it's 3 versus like 4 or 5 units, depending on if he brings that in. There's one down. Switching targets, bringing this one down, then switching targets again. These thwarters are so good. And by so good, I mean so freaking good. Look at that. Look at that. It's ridiculously strong. Olympus doing a fine job of pushing all 2nd Corps while I try to destroy 5th. I had to change target because they're so damn close. Luckily I can get out and around and really shoot them up. I do believe he's shooting his own men with artillery. Oh, that buckball is ferocious. So the balance of power is almost even again. They're still up. Libya's doing a good job of plugging gaps. Now, it looks like we're pretty much almost primarily facing 2nd Corps now. I'm gonna have to get in and melee with this artillery. I don't really have a choice. Otherwise, I'm gonna rout. Even with me about to rout, though, I can still handle this artillery. Now we gotta deal with dismounted cavalry and this last 3-inch. There will be casualties. Take a look at Olympia's front. Sorry about that, guys. Had to run and do something real quick. But we finally routed the cavalry, the 3-inch guns. At this point, the balance of power is now just about even. We now have the same amount of men. Second Corps is so beefy. A lot of manpower. So even though I'm winning, it's still even. Not winning. It's a good fight. It's back to even. But we do have map lock at the moment. If you look at my mouse, our line goes like this. That will change though. It's not over yet. It gets very close. So we got us through us there. Definitely got through us there. 10th Alabama's out. See that 148th gets through my 14th. It's still competitive. Massively outnumbered. So it's going to rout no matter what, but if we can wear this one out enough, it's going to help immensely. Whoa! That was a gift from God right there. Because he made himself tired just from running. The buckerball's really forcing its way through here. And that gun setting back up is my frickin' nightmare. I don't have the troops to really divert to go deal with it. As you can see, I'm pretty stocked up here. And I'm even asking Olympia to keep pressure on here. Antidet has great ground. Like I said, we have map lock right now, but he has great ground. So things can change. Second Corps stayed in good shape. They're still fairly not winded. So now we're slightly winning on the balance of power, finally making a difference. But that is always subject to change. I have pretty low unit numbers all across the board now. They may have many units left, but they're pretty chunky big units that they do have. Olympia's keeping them a lot of them at bay over here, luckily. I'm pretty sure my buck and ball are going to open up on that first, and then that. But probably that 12th New Jersey first. At least each shot's pretty much a hit. That helps. This artillery, though, man, does an excellent job, even like with nothing left. So at this point, we're going for the finish, me and Olympia are, because no one wants to win by map block win. It's boring. It's uneventful. So we start pushing. And one of his freaking Kellys comes back. Didn't even notice it. You know, at this point, we're like 51 minutes into a battle, or 50 and a half minutes into a battle. So, you don't notice everything. But now we're putting the pursuit on second core. No fifth core left. Pretty much just second core now. He's fighting to survive, we're fighting to destroy. It ends up becoming... Well, we'll see. I gotta pause it at the very end, see what it is. Alright guys, I'm gonna fast forward to the next point of contact. And we're back. So we had hidden units out here. So I'm immediately trying to form up my floor to deal with it. And it turns out 5th Corps still has his general, but that's about it. Still a strong combination. Olympia's going to start to move up and see if he can't push him. Especially with them starting to finally get to lower numbers. Now I'm going to try to move my Floridas up and remove them. If possible. And I'm trying to slowly get away from these Kellys too that are resting up over here. And this artillery. Anything to stay away from that. First Minnesota strong. Now this might have been my undoing, turning at this angle. Only about 6.5 minutes, almost 7. Still have my general, luckily. So things look good. But the most epic artillery shell lands that possibly could land, believe it or not. As unbelievable as that sounds. And I'm pretty sure it lands into this 5th Florida. At this point, I'm risking everything. I'm throwing everything into melee. I should have kept shooting, though, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't know. I thought I had the stamina advantage. I don't know why I did it, but I did it. That was a really good shot from the artillery that just landed. Even though he's wavering, I'm getting fucked up over here. And I've got my general here too, so I have to win this. Olympia's got the same thing going on. He's got his men still in play. There, the big artillery shot. Oh no, there wasn't a big... No, that wasn't artillery. Oh, maybe it was, but... Maybe it gets worse now if he lands it. And there's the Kellys from the back that I don't even notice. Luckily they're tired, but still. It's very ill-timed. And though I won the melee there, still have to deal with these Kellys right here. And then this 1st Minnesota right here. So it becomes a bad position. I'm now trapped between 2 units. But even with that, a straight line goes through and still reaches through in terms of map block, but still desperate as he gets down to the 4th minute, 5th minute. So with him down, Now Limpy is charging in. It's pretty close here. And it's very close here. I'm trying to get my bucket ball on that Kelly as quick as I can, but it's real hard. Especially with the first Minnesota and another general shooting into my back. They won't even fire. Oh, a couple. Alright, so we routed that unit over here too. Now we're moving toward these three. And forming line. Like I said, we're trying to destroy them. Our goal wasn't map lock. Ever. If our goal was map lock, we would have held position. And we would have easily won. So Olympia is very tired. Just going to try to melee him. It's risky. Very risky. But like I said, we're just trying to kill them. Now our map looks more something like this. Map looks funny. It's really what the public deems it to be honest with you. Oh, they recovered. It's big, it's big. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 infantry units left, while we have quite a few more than that. I'm sorry, they have 1, 2, 5 infantry units left. Soon to be 4, hopefully. So I'm going to try to perform a melee maneuver here. It's pretty intense at this point. I have to win this melee for us to be in this game still. And thank God he moves that out and doesn't want to engage with it. I would have been in trouble otherwise. I really would have. So we get in here on them, we start making these New Yorks both waver and get out of there. So now their line is this. That only covers their 3. So unless something changes in the next minute, because from what I see, our line goes like this. Like I said, that could change in a minute, but we'll pause it at 0. Alright guys, as I saw it, we had map lock. You know, I think the stats kind of show it too. even though we were outnumbered. I think it was, what is that? My math sucks right now, especially when I'm a little drunk and high. They had 4,900 men, and we had about 4,300 men. Alabama's did good. 217. Man, our Floridas did like 600 or 700 kills alone. Alright guys, thanks for watching. It was a great game.